Hi Ladybugs, it's Yolanda here, and I've been playing around with just making envelopes, you know, in different ways to use as ephemera in journals. And you know, I mostly use scrapbook paper because I just love the stuff, and it's gorgeous and thick, and you know, the designs are beautiful. Now this is what we're going to make today. So I tell you, I've done this ribbon. You can cross it over and tie it up in so many different ways, but we'll go into that just now. So this is what happens here. So we have a card in there, and then this is the actual envelope. This is one I've repurposed now. Unfortunately, I don't have any more of this size left, so I've had to make my own. So you have your envelope, and you have your belly band here, and the a tag or whatever you want to put in here. This does belong to the kit, so it opens like that, and then I've die cut this and added some oh my goodness, a pouch to it. I'll show you that in a moment. So because I've only got these great big ones that you know, they belong to a card set, and they just, I felt they were too big for me to use. Whereas a repurposed one that I have here was just the perfect size. It's actually 6, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, my goodness, the whole thing has fallen. I'm not going to grab it now. Well, this one is actually a little bit bigger. It's 6 and, let me see, about 3/8, somewhere around there. It actually doesn't matter the size, you know that. But so I used, so I'm going to be using the Stamperia wedding paper that I've had for ages. It's really pretty. And as you can see, I've already done like the groundwork there. So let's put that here. And I'm going to put this aside. And I'll give you the approximate measurements for this size. I had this spare piece, so I cut it out. So you just take a piece of A4 or whatever paper you're using, or scrapbook, whatever it is, and then cut it 9.5 lengthways by 7, which excuse me, which allows 1/2 inch on either side for the flap. And then you score it. I did write it down, didn't I? Yeah, you score the first score here, 3 7/8. Okay, so which gives you a little bit of leeway here. And then you score again at 8 1/8. That's if you want to make this the exact same size as mine, which, as I said, you don't have to. So this is the same, exactly the same as this one. So at the end, oh my goodness. At the end, it makes your envelope 6 inches by, what is it? Almost 4 1/4. Anyway, now the die cuts I want to show you quickly. I had them here a second. Yeah, here they are. For this one, let me just put this aside and get rid of that. So I just used this one. I can't remember, it's a Sizzix one. I mean, again, just use what you have in your stash to cut that out there. So if you are repurposing an envelope, you want to slit it down the sides, right? Then you're going to open it out and you're going to use your die cut, or if you don't have a die cut, just use a square or a round, whatever you want. And you can cut out just a little block there, because when you put something inside, it looks really nice. And you see that? Okay. So yeah, so I used this one, and then I got this one the other day, which is the one I used here. And of course it gives me this beautiful little one that I can use. Maybe I'll use it here or maybe somewhere else. So let's put that aside. Sorry guys, excuse my throat. It's just, today is one of those days, you know, where the myelopathy is playing up a bit. So this is a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. I've just cut it by 6 because the length is 6, right? So it's going to be like that. So let's put this aside. So I'm just going to cut this down to 6 again. And then I am going to measure, or rather not measure, I'm just going to score it. And fold it. It's so simple, so easy to make this. I mean, you know, and I've got another one here which is a little bit more work, which I'm going to do in my next video. Also very, very pretty. I just got to remember how I made it. Anyway, that's the next video. So then this is now is going to go here. Yes. And then what I'm going to do, I am just going to measure it and make a mark with my pencil so I know where to cut it, which will be, because we want room for this to fold, yes? So I'm bringing it in slightly there. So I am cutting it once it's folded. It works out to about 4 1/8. So I want to double check now. Yeah, that folds perfectly. Or maybe, I think I'm going to use the grey side. I don't know which one looks better. Let me try, turn it around. I think I'm going to... yeah, that'll do it fine. So, now before I do that, I made a couple of new laminated pouches. There is a video on this. I don't know if you can see it because I had run out of pink ones, and I just made a few. So I have to, and I made a blue one, but I could even use blue on here, you know. No, okay. No, I'm not going to use blue. And I've just used slightly different embossing powders and glazes to do this. Yeah, maybe I'm going to use that. It's just pretty. But there is a little bit of a margin here. I'm just going to cut that off because I want to make the most, yeah, of where the actual powders are. And I think that's fine. So now what I'm going to do is make a cut here. About there is fine, and then I'm going to make, let's make sure, and these, you know, they do, because of the glossiness of the laminated pouch, they just look so nice in a journal. And let's cut that down to size. There we go. Let us double check. Yeah, I think I need to take a little bit more off, and I'm just going to cut it now with this. Doesn't matter if it's not perfectly straight. It looks pretty. I think that'll be fine. Then I'm just going to apply some tape. I think here. And here I can add the wider tape. Oh gosh, what's my hair in there again? I must bring it more to me so I don't have to put my head in the way to look at stuff. So I'm using just the double-sided tape. One day when I get it out, there we go. And I'm going to put it, yeah, to there will be fine. And will it fit nicely here? It will, just, yeah, right at the top there. And I think I can use this on the side as well, yes, to glue it down. That's it. And this side, can I use that? That's why I have the narrow one handy, just in case the sides are too narrow. So it should be fine. Very, very pretty. And then let's take off the backing. You can, if you're a little bit afraid of placing it, you can just take off one piece and then place it down or stick it down. And then also what I do, oh, where is it? My powder, because it's a little bit sticky now because I haven't covered all of the tape. So let's just put this back. I'm going to use my powder to unstick it. That will do, just like that. All the way around, because you don't want that sticking down where it shouldn't be sticking down. Okay, so you put your little piece on there and it's just beautiful. And then I am going to use tape. It's a little bit off the edge here, you probably can't see it, but I just want to trim the pouch a bit. Yeah, that's fine. And I'm going to use tape. I just find tape better than glue for laminated pouches. And it doesn't go all the way up, does it? So I'm only going to do it like halfway, or not halfway, 3/4 of the way. And I've just turned this all the way around. So let's put that. Very handy to have this little powder thing. Although you don't need to go and buy it. Just put your powder in a little, I don't know, Tupperware. Those little ones that you get. And then you can just dab it on with a powder puff. So let's take that off. And take that off. And this has gone over the edge, the tape. So I'm just pushing it back in. And you do like so. Of course, like I say, if you've got lots of envelopes the size you want it, then you don't have to make this, but you will still have to slit it down the sides in order to put in your laminated piece. So now I'm left with these two pieces, which of course I will use elsewhere. So we've cut our little piece here. This one I'm just going to glue. And yeah, that's right. I mean, these would look great in a mini album. It's all scrapbook paper, acid free, except for probably the pouch. And let's stick that on. Make sure everything is lining up where you want it to line up before you actually press it down. And that's great. Why is that sticking out there? But that's fine. I'll trim it. Let me see. Yeah. Let's just... There we go. I don't know why that came out there, but I think it's okay. Look at that. Just a quick, easy additional piece of ephemera. Maybe I didn't cut this very straight, which is happens quite often. So I'm just going to trim it there. Now here, I used the leftover cut from making the envelope, and I'm just going to use it now for my belly band. So that will go there. And of course, if you want to use your machine, you can also, as I did on this one, I use my sewing machine to stitch that there. And then of course, because it's the envelope, and I must tell you this because this was easy because I made the envelope, but if it's a repurposed envelope, you are going to need to cut what I did. How did I do this? That's right, I stuck the fancy paper on to my envelope, which had been split, and then I did the die cut several times so that it would go through the scrapbook paper and the envelope. And then of course I added the laminating pouch there. I hope that makes sense, but I'm sure it does. So let's put these pretty roses. I think I'll do it this way. I mean, you can also do a side pocket there if you want. Shall we make this one a side pocket? Let's make this a side pocket. Oh, I can't because, yes I can. Yes I can. Let's do a side pocket instead of a belly band. And I mean, if you really want to go for it, you can also cut a piece out of here and put a pretty laminating pouch there too. And let me just grab one of my cloths. Yeah, so pretty, it's so easy. And then here I do have it ready. You know, it's part of the collection. I wonder if this envelope will fit. I mean, yeah, it will. Look, so that goes in there. How pretty is that? Okay, and then we have, let's use this pink one. I'm going to use this now. Very pretty. I'm just wondering if I should make a hole here, you know, but then I'm going to take away. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just make a tuck spot. Right here. And you know, if you want to use your digital kits to make these envelopes, then I would suggest, especially if you're making your envelope from scratch instead of repurposing one, then I would print it on project board or on a thicker paper, not on copy paper. These are just bits and pieces I cut out from the collection. I mean, that is so pretty. When am I going to use that? Could even mount it. See, now this kind of thing, although this is not for a wedding because it doesn't look, you know, I'm just using the pages that don't make it look for a wedding. But then I'm going to cover that. I don't like covering stuff. I'm just wondering. And then I've got these two gorgeous ones. Or maybe just so pretty. So, so pretty. So you know what I'm going to do here? Why not? I'm going to just add these. You know, you work with what you have. Just going to put this here. I might put in a little rhinestone there. Why not? This is going to be a blingy one. The other one is not, that I made, the original one. But I'm not going to go and get the rhinestones because then I have to get up. But this is just ideas for you to use, because you can see this one is a very, it's not a shabby chic one, let's put it that way. Okay, and then I'm going to use this here because I like it. So it'll be part of the tuck spot, and I'm going to put the glue just on this side. Yes, oh, I think, let's see, it's just so pretty. I mean, you could even mount this one to give it a bit of a 3D effect, but I'm not going to do that for the sake of the video, just two. Press this down and let's say I've got this piece here. I'm just looking for another, okay, because this is a tuck spot, right? And this is just a arbitrary envelope I've got lying around. So this will be, excuse me, a beautiful tuck spot. And maybe I won't put rhinestones there because it's going to, I think, make this stand up, and I don't want that. I'll probably put some rhinestones here. That'll look nice. Now what I did on here, before we go to the back, I'm just trying to see, you know what, maybe I should just use these. I just eyeballed it again, you know. We need to make the 2 holes. I think that's about right. Now I'm just being particular because we know this is 6, right? So let's make it, and that's 3. So if we do 1, I think it's too far apart. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it there, a hole there, and another one there. That should be fine. So let's do that. There we go. Then I am going to use my reinforcement punch. What is this? 1 inch plus, it says. Just to add the reinforcements. Great, wonderbar. Can even add them on this side too, you know. Yeah, I'm going to put them on both sides. Why not? Make it pretty. Let's make it pretty. And that is fine. And I'm just going to cut 2 more. So it's got it on both sides, and you know, it just gives it a bit of a contrasting color. Where did it happen? Where did it go? Oh, I got a half one there. Let's try again. Yeah. And we can stick it on. So there. Now on the back of this one, I also added from the kit, this particular kit. So why don't we, instead of doing that, I mean, it's so pretty. What if we just add, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, why not, a little black corner pocket instead of a tuck spot. I've got this tag here. And if you want to cover that, you can with some lace or something, because like I said, this one kind of lends itself to lace. I have a spare piece of, you know, one, oh, look at that. Now that looks really bridal. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's see. I hope this is hot enough. Why not? I mean, you don't have to cover this. It's, you know, fine, fine, fine as it is. I really am making this look very bridal now, aren't I? Which I didn't want to. I wanted to make, you know, very pretty. I can't resist. And it's pink, you got to add some lace. Let's just trim that there and there. Okay, so we've got that. Now all you're going to do is cut some ribbon. So I'm just grabbing my lighter. got to do the edges. Can you believe I run out of pink ribbon? I mean, look at that, it looks nice. Let me just cut off threads. You can still add a piece of lace, can add pearls. My pearls are handy, maybe I'll add some pearls there. Fake pearls, that is, of course. And there, I think on here, maybe I'll cut out another heart and put it there. Possibilities are endless. So this now, you can play with this, guys. Like I said, there's so many ways to do it. So basically put it like so, and then you can bring it round, and if you want, let's have a look. How did I do it? Like I said, then this one can also come through here. So many ways. I mean, that one is very pretty too. Oh dear, is this sticking out too much there? Hope not. Oh. So if you want to use lots of ribbon, I'm going to actually pull it because I need more, because I want this to go all the way around, and that should be fine. Let's just do that. So pretty. You'll see when you come to do this, I hope you'll make it, that there are many ways to twist your ribbon round and then to tie a bow or a knot or whatever it is that you want. So let's just loosen that so it doesn't see that, although I do want it down. And then you just do, and you can hang charms on here and embellish it a whole lot more if you want to. Just depends what sort of look you're after. And you can do a whole lot of different ones like I'm doing. So there is your little bow. How pretty is that? So we have that there, that needs embellishing, and we have that. And then of course it opens up. And I promise you, you will forget how you opened it up or how you placed your ribbon. And you'll find yourself placing it different. I'm not going to take it out, but then of course this will open up until you get your, and something needs to go in here. Photograph, whatever you want can go in there. You can embellish this some more too if you want. Just bear in mind if you want it to lay flat or not. So I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial on repurposing or making, as it happens. You see, I've already forgotten how I did this. Yeah. See, I'm already doing it different. Look. Because I can never remember how I did it. So anything goes as regards your ribbon here. Okay? And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that, ladybugs, and I will see you soon for the next tutorial. Ciao now. Don't forget to subscribe and share, and if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me. Thanks, guys. Ciao.